Okay, as you can see, my black pen is basically dead. Number 9, we were talking about cleaning flips worms. The cap on that is $10 per cleaning for tricked worms. And for tricked, that's with the disease, is $15 per cleaning is the cap on that. And once again, go ahead and, if the ripped or rips would prefer just that, go ahead and get stocked up on linen. They know how many dates they're going to have for the 24-hour period. Or hell, they might be there a week, you never know. Go ahead and supply it to them. By the way, Rip and Rips get their linens and towels upon demand. It's their choice, and they can demand it. Hey, look, I'm out of this, or I'm out of that, or I used too much, get me some more down here. And it's the flip's responsibility to have enough linens and towels and whatnot on place. And that includes those little bars of soap or regular soap. They have to have brand new everything for every customer. And that's the flip's responsibility to supply it. And it's the tricks or Rip and Rip's responsibility to demand it, to remind them. Okay, number 10, overbooking. This is a concern. We're going to have some bumps at the beginning of this, but there shouldn't be a lot for very long. One, there's not going to be any wandering around. The rips are supposed to show up 30 to 15 minutes early. The flips may not keep the rips or the rips waiting. They have to use security. The flip's head security, or known as the flip's head, will assign someone immediately to get the rip or ripped directly to their room so that they can check into that room and get it all prepared for their business. In the meantime, by the way, the actual security training, not just general training, but security training is really special training. And we're going to expect every one of those security personnel to go through it. And there will actually be levels of it in the long run. We're going to consult with Homeland Security, Department of Justice, and state patrols. And the way I envision it panning out is that you'll have like a level 1 security, which is trained by the state, and then level 2s and level 3s, which are possibly trained by the federal government. And this way, you either are certified as a flip's head or just a regular security, you're just starting out, whatever the case might be. But nevertheless, that's $250 per security person each time for special training. That wasn't even included in the numbers. So, the wandering and the hanging out. This is about safety of the staff as well as safety of the service personnel, if you will. They're going to be escorted everywhere. There's no real hanging out. They're watched like hawks. They're treated like gods and goddesses in some respects, I guess. I don't really mean to use that phrase, but they're little treasures, and ain't nobody going to touch them, and we're going to make sure of that. Safety is the paramount concern. Trick or tricks checking. They're going to show up, and I was thinking about Al Gore during all this. This is for the board members to put together, but basically it goes to the locked box. A little locked box, like a safety deposit box, or a box in a gym or a locker. I was even thinking disrobe them. Board members, sit down with Homeland Security, the State Patrol, the Department of Justice, ask them how to handle it. Basically, make sure they don't have any knives, no jewelry, nothing that the trick or trick can take with them beyond that check-in point that can cause harm to any one of the rips or rips. Security escorts, just like the rips and rips, the tricks and tricks will be watched everywhere. They will be escorted everywhere. If they want to leave the lobby, they say to a security person, I want to go. And that person takes them. They want to walk down the hall with the little lady they met in the lobby. Well, the lady's going to have an escort and he's going to have an escort. See how that works? It might be a lady and a lady. You never know. It's none of my business. The pop-in card for billing and for safety. Billing starts for the trick the second that card is scanned through that door with that trick or trick's number on it. And it doesn't stop until the second that card is scanned out. And there'll be protocols put in place. Basically, the gal goes in, shuts the door, then the trick gets to scan his card in, boom, the clock is going right now. And until the gal or the guy, the ripped or ripped, makes the phone call, says come and get him, well, that clock is going until that card is scanned. And we're billing in whole hour billings down to the second. So if you're done with your business, then you go on to number 15 here. which just brought up the ladies' man. Yeah, that was nice. Time to go. I loved it when he did. He did it so much better. Him and his Cavassier. Only you knew I grew up with a guy like that. Anyway, hi Candy Man, if you're out there. The ripped makes the call to the flip head, which is the head of security, who arranges for somebody in security to get their butts down there and either escort the trick back to the lobby, be checked out to the checkout area, or to the lobby where he can maybe check out some more entertainment options. Hanging out, there's going to be no more hanging out. He's not just going to be sitting there for eye candy for a couple hours going, duh, do I want to go again? Yeah, they got 10 minutes to get out of that lobby and get checked out, or they got 30 minutes to score and get out. And we will be watching their patterns, and if they're into a pattern of just hanging out and checking out at the last second after 29 minutes, we'll know it at the big house, and we'll be taking care of them down the line. There will be one security person for every 10 persons on the floor in the lobby or anywhere. One security person per trick on the floor, one security person per gal or ripped that needs to be escorted. So once again, you got this vision of, you got these people in the lobby hanging out, and then a phone call is made to the rip or to the head flip, hey, we want to do this. And so 2 security guys, one for the ripped and the other for the trick, march them on down the hall and let them take care of whatever little business they're going to take care of and get them all checked in and all snug and everything for their day, night, for their hour, whatever.